little YouTube babies. So today I have another back to school video. I just slapped my hands together so hard it actually hurt a little bit. But today's back to school video is more personal, and it's advice for going into school if you're like going into maybe your freshman year, whether you're a sophomore, whatever. More for like middle school, high schoolers, whether you're starting at a new school, going into a new year kind of nervous, just kind of looking for some advice from someone who's gone through it all and, you know, learned a lot throughout everything, school. Just a little background info on me if you guys have not seen in my other videos. I have said before that I really did not like high school. I didn't hate high school or anything, and I wasn't like, you know, extremely bullied, nothing like crazy, but I simply didn't like it. I always felt like I was too mature for it. People were very like frustrating and immature to me, so I decided to leave early and go to college early. So I ended up finishing my high school credits at a local community college because I was just like, peace out. There were a lot of things that I learned in high school and a lot of things that probably I would have dealt with differently, and advice that I can give you guys to reflect on your experience and hopefully that you'll find helpful. So I just wanted to kind of go over a few points that I find like important and that might be helpful to you in your upcoming school journey. The first thing I'm going to say is being yourself, and I know this sounds super cliche. In high school, a lot of peer pressure happens. In middle school too now, I find like my little cousin is so young, and it's just like, I feel like as the generations are going on, younger and younger kids seem older and older and older, and I'm kind of just like shocked by it. Staying true to yourself in school is super important because you won't be happy if you kind of fall into peer pressure and doing things that make you uncomfortable, doing things that don't feel right. I know a lot of people have different hobbies and things like that, and some people will look down on other people's hobbies, and what is funny about high school is like, or middle school, all that age, when you go into certain categories, like it feels like everybody clicks off. It does feel like that. I'm just gonna warn you, like if you don't know, it kind of happens. It's very rare that that doesn't happen. I went to a couple different schools for middle school and high school, and I found that the clique situation was pretty much the same. And it's funny, it came down to like theater and chorus kids and then like popular jockey kids, and that's kind of what it always came down to, and I was always like a theater chorus nerd, which was fine and I loved it, which comes to me saying this: don't be scared to follow like your passions and your heart and your hobbies, because at the end of the day, like if that's what makes you happy, you're gonna click with the people in those groups and you're gonna have so much in common and you're gonna make like fabulous friends. So like when you go into school and you don't know which path to take, you gotta follow your heart. If you love sports, do your sports. If you love chorus or like theater, go do that. Like, don't be scared to follow what your heart wants and what you want and what you're passionate about, and don't be scared to try new things. That takes me to my second category. Try new things. Like, don't be scared to branch outside of the box. I mean, I was very shy. Once I kind of got into a groove and met new people and like got comfortable, that's when I kind of came out of my shell a little bit more. I didn't really fully come out of my shell until I was in college anyway, and if I could change anything about my high school experience, I would have been more open and I would have been more like myself and talkative, because like I felt like when I got to school I would just clam up, like I wasn't fully being myself. So I understand that some people just have more shy personalities, which was kind of what mine was like, but don't be scared to just kind of branch out, be yourself. When you're in those little groups though, like if you want to join a club or try something new, like a new after school activity or something, that's when you'll meet really cool new people if you're like nervous about making friends. My third category is stress. I know a lot of school can be stressful. Even elementary school these days, I feel like homework has just taken over school, and it can be stressful. There's a lot of projects, there's a lot of assignments, and you know, if you take on a sport or a hobby activity, whatever, you will feel maybe a little bit of pressure and anxiety. But I will say there are a million different tools and ways to organize and manage your stress level and like all your assignments and stuff. The best thing I can say is do not procrastinate. I just had a really hard time saying that. Procrastinate. Don't procrastinate, guys. Like if you plan things ahead and plan things out accordingly, like when the project is due, when you have to study for the test, like I highly recommend getting a planner so you can get used to being in that mindset where you write things down, plan them out. You don't have to go as crazy as like scheduling in bathroom visits, but I highly recommend having things ready just so you know when to do things and stay on top of it, because the last thing you need is to be failing that test, get kicked off the swim team, then you have an ulcer, and then you're like Emily on Pretty Little Liars. I took it too far, and I don't even think that scenario was totally correct, but you get my point. Don't procrastinate. Friends. Friends is another category. You're going to go into school, and whether you're going into middle school or high school, you'll have friends from last year, and maybe you haven't talked to them all summer, maybe you have a best friend, but like you want to branch out. What I'm going to say is overall, if you want to keep your old friends, keep your old friends. If you want to make new friends, make new friends. Don't be scared to do both. You don't have to get rid of old friends to make new friends. You don't have to cling to your old friends and be scared to make new ones. You'll find that people just kind of adapt, and friendships will naturally stay or they won't stay. And I honestly feel like old friendships kind of like linger in your heart forever, and they'll always be special. Don't be scared to make new friends if you want to make new friends, and don't be scared to keep your old ones. Like, it's just kind of finding that balance. Drama! High school in a nutshell, am I right? Drama is a pain in the bootay, but you have a choice not to involve yourself. I know a lot of people are like, I don't have a choice, like drama just attracts to me, magnetizes to me. I'm like, no, that's not how drama works. I've seen enough drama in like high school, middle school, college, whatever, to know that there are people who love drama. The people who say they hate drama are usually the ones who love drama. That's like literally the biggest thing I can say. The people who claim they hate drama are the ones who collect the most of it. I swear, that's just a warning sign if you guys need a warning sign. Those people who are like, I hate drama, don't involve me, it's like they're gonna be the biggest drama queens you'll ever meet. That's just my personal experience though. Perhaps I am wrong, but that has just happened to me so many times. But what it comes down to with drama is the last thing you need is to be involving yourself. If you hear people gossiping, I highly suggest you just take the higher road and just choose not to participate. I know it's really hard in high school, but you know, it's just my best recommendation. You know, you want to be known as the one who is kind and like doesn't talk bad about people. Like, be the one who's like taking the higher mature road. Like, it will pay off for you in the end, and it will shape you for like a more well-rounded lifestyle in the future. Don't be one who gossips. Don't be one who talks badly about people, although it's everywhere in high school. Be the one who like stands up for the underdog. Stay away from the drama, you know? Just, you know, if they're talking smack nearby you, you can just be like, bye, like, oh, I have to go to the bathroom, like, just like leave. Just don't participate in it, because word will travel, all these little talking high schooler mouths everywhere, and then it will travel, and then like someone's gonna be all up in your face, and that's the last thing you need. Choose the higher road. Don't involve yourself in gossip and drama. You're better off, trust me. And my final, just overall conclusive advice is, it's a learning experience, high school. It's a huge part of your life, and it's a part of your life where you're very shaped for the future. So I'm just gonna say, you know, this sounds so corny, but you have to follow your heart. You have to follow your heart when it comes to people you meet and hang out with. You have to follow your heart when you take on new hobbies or sports or activities. Like, you just have to, you know, be true to yourself. That's the bottom line with anything in life, I feel. When you, like, follow your gut and your heart and, like, go after what it is you're passionate about and always stick to your beliefs, like, that's when nothing can go wrong. Like, literally, it will always lead you to the right place. Let's just point mark here. Be yourself. Don't be scared to try new things. Don't give in to peer pressure. Avoid gossip and drama. I'm trying to think if I have any other like last minute really important points. I will say that like the scariest things literally will always lead you to the best things. I know how hard it is to like get up the courage to like talk to someone new. Like when I started at a new school, I was scared to talk to anyone. I was scared to join clubs, but I'm telling you, once you just jump over that little hurdle, like the grass is so green. You see that little picture? If I can find it, I'll put it on here, but it's like your comfort zone and then where the magic happens. I think that kind of worked. It's true though. Like, step outside your comfort zone. Don't be scared to try new things. And, you know, study. Study hard. Make sure you make that honor roll. I know you can. I'm sure there's a million more points I could hit, but I feel like those are some of the most important things. Dress comfortably, too. I don't understand in these TV shows when, like, Pretty Little Liars, they're wearing their heels and skirts, and they look fantastic, but, like, don't be wearing your heels to school. You're just gonna be in pain when you're on the 3rd floor history class and your feet are bleeding. Anyway, so please comment below any other questions you have. If you want me to do like a back to school Q&A, or you can send me a tweet, I don't know. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss it, and I love you guys so much. Stay beautiful. Have a great back to school season if I don't see you before then. So yeah, bye guys.